How's it going, guys? Here we are with the S.I.M.P League Season 3, Week 3 battle against Fuzzlekins, coach of the Windsor Wigglytuffs. This is a pretty uphill battle for me. I'm not really expecting to come out of this with a win. It's good. She has a lot of really good Pokemon, and I have a lot of. I'm very limited in how I can handle them. But we'll see. She brought Iron Valiant and Iron Treads, and of course the Haxorus. The Haxorus was pretty much mandatory. Spidops is interesting. Arcanine and Jolteon make sense. The only weird pick for me is Spidops, I think, but it's probably for like first impression. If Spidops is first impression, then it's possible that Haxorus doesn't, which could be interesting. Um, hmm. So like Haxorus lead is like really good into me. Um, Maybe I could lead with Houndstone to sort of like try to tank a hit from the Haxorus. It depends on like if it's like Choice Band or Life Orb. Let me see. If it's Choice Band, then Earthquake will not two-hit KO Houndstone, even ignoring leftovers. So maybe Houndstone is good to try to like get a burn off on it right away. Maybe that's the play. I think Houndstone is a solid lead. I could also do Sandy Shocks to like outspeed it and then potentially like, surprise KO with Terra Blast. But I think I kind of want to keep the Scarf hidden for now. So I think I might lead with Houndstone. If we can get a burn off on the Haxorus early, then that would be really good. Okay, she leads Iron Treads. This thing I could also get a burn on it potentially, but I don't know if I want to keep this thing healthy or like want to preserve my leftovers because this thing could get knocked off. Um, it's not Air Balloon, which is good. I think I might still try to burn it. I think she's just gonna go for like Rocks or knockoff or something. So I think Will-O-Wisp is pretty safe here. We don't take a lot from knockoff. It's just that we lose our leftovers, which is kind of annoying. But we still have Wish on Florges. But yeah, when I was testing, I lost pretty badly because of banded Haxorus. It was kind of going nuts on my team, so I had to adapt a little bit more around it. So I put Choice Scarf on Sandy Shocks. It gets already faster, but if it's like a Dragon Dance set, then like Choice Scarf can like help us beat it. I also have to remember not to leave Chin Pao in on the Haxorus because of potential first impression. I don't know if this is me coping or not, but I really hope that Spidops being here and probably having first impression means that the Haxorus might have first impression. As we see, she goes into the Arcanine, and then we fail to burn it because it's Arcanine. That's fair. At least we get to keep our leftovers. I think at this point we just go straight into Colossal. We could take pretty much anything. The strongest that she can hit us with is close combat. I don't think she's going to go for close combat against the Houndstone. We could potentially get up Stealth Rocks or retaliate with a Power Gem or something like that. But yeah, sorry this video came out so late. I've been pretty swamped with school. I had to play a lot of catch up because I had to switch classes midway through the semester, so I had to catch up on all the stuff that I missed, and it put me severely behind as far as this league has gone. But I think I'm caught up now, so we're good to go on that front. Later this week, we'll as she snarls and misses. That's kind of nice, actually. Snarl is not something I was expecting at all on this. I guess it hits Eel and Sandy Shocks. Maybe she was expecting Sandy Shocks to come in. It still kind of sucks for her because I am a special set. I don't know if she knows that yet or not. I think it's good to get up Rocks here. Her only removal is Iron Treads, and Rocks is good into pretty much everything except for like these two. I'll set up Stealth Rock. She might go for close combat, but maybe she doesn't have the room for it if she has Snarl. We'll see. I'm very interested to see what she goes for here. As I think, because like this is definitely something that I want to learn as much about its moveset as possible, because it can kind of have a lot of things, and it's kind of hard to predict its moveset. I think Will-O-Wisp is something we have to be careful of, potentially. Um, it has revealed Intimidate, so we don't have to worry about like Flash Fire. We'll see. She might go straight into Iron Treads. No, she goes into Spidops. I actually have no idea what she's going for because part of this thing's job is to wall Spidops. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything stupid. Because I actually have no idea what she could be going for. Like maybe Circle Throw? Oh, she's probably going for Sticky Web. I'm faster than this thing. If she goes for Sticky Web, I can just Rapid Spin the next turn. Oh wait, no, I'm not faster than this thing. Hang on a second. If it's I might be faster than this thing. If it doesn't have speed investment, I'm faster than it, and it probably has bulk investment. So it could go for like something like that. I think I'm not gonna try to predict the sticky web per se. I think I'm just going to um, flamethrower, and then if it gets sticky webs up, then I'll just rapid spin the next turn. Because if it wants to circle throw me out, that has negative priority, so I'll go last, or I'll go first. I think Power Gem is better than Flamethrower here because it hits Arcanine harder. Uh, I'll Power Gem. If it wants to Sticky Web, that's okay. I'll just Rapid Spin the next turn as we do more than half, which is great, and then it sets up spikes. I actually missed that when I was looking. I thought it only got webs and toxic spikes. So another question is, I think I'm fine with spikes because it's not sticky web. I think it might be better to just KO this before the sticky web comes up. Like spikes is something we can get rid of later, I think. It's not like super pressing. Um I think I might actually switch it up and go for flamethrower this time in case she wants to go into Iron Treads to try to rapid spin or block the power gem damage. I think this should be a fainted Spidops soon. It could try to switch out maybe to preserve if it. I don't know if it has sticky web. I think either way we just go for the KO. It's kind of annoying. I have spikes on my side. It's you can't see it because the colossal is covering it, so I guess I have to remember that. Um, but if I KO this and then something comes in, which I have like if something like Arcanine comes in for some reason, which I have an opportunity to rapid spin on, then I'll go for it. But she'll probably send in something like Iron Treads to try to scare me out and like or deny me. Okay, if she goes into Haxorus, a burn here would be really nice, but I kind of wish I went for Power Gem now. No burn, unfortunately. Um, hmm. Earthquake is certainly coming, and I have no switch-ins because that's how the game works. I kind of don't want to switch in Houndstone. But maybe I have to. Like, no matter, okay, unless I switch in Houndstone, whoever I switch in is gonna faint. Right? That's just how it works. If I rapid spun, no, I would still not be faster than this. Okay. I'll if I let this thing go down, then Arcanine becomes a little bit stronger against me, and I also lose removal. But I think Spidops is like weakened enough that like anything can kind of just pick up a KO on it now. Um, yeah, he's slower than my whole team, so I think I can just beat it with anything I want. Except for like maybe Houndstone. To be fair, it can set up on Houndstone, I think. Yeah, Houndstone can't KO it, but I think everything else can. So we don't have to worry about that. I think I might just let this go down. I'll click Flamethrower, I think. I think I'm fine with the spike being up, and might just go for the burn anyway. We'll see if it has like, oh, well, okay, hang on. This might be bad because of potential Dragon Dance. Is it in range? Is it in range of Ice Shard? It's a roll. It's a 43% chance to KO. But if I Flamethrower it, then it becomes in range. Okay. I think Flamethrower is fine here. It also protects against that, and I think we're fine to just sack. Read in. Okay, but it is Life Orb. Okay. I think at this point it's pretty safe to just go Chin Pao, and then like Crunch should KO it, right? Yeah, Crunch is a KO. Her only real Crunch switch in is like probably Arcanine and then like Iron Valiant, I think. Actually, maybe Ice Spinner is better because like it hits the same things, but like it also hits Iron Valiant. But like she's probably gonna go into Arcanine anyway, but I can't really risk that. But yeah, like realistically, she's gonna go into Arcanine here. Or oh yeah, okay, I confused myself. But yeah, Crunch will KO this, but I think because of like Iron Valiant, I think Ice Spinner is better. She's gonna go Arcanine, yeah, she has to. But we get good damage off on this. Does 17%, and then heals it all of it back with leftovers. Which tells me that this isn't max HP, max defense. I think it's just max HP without any defense. It might have like special defense investment. It probably does. Um, hmm. I can't really switch in Houndstone that well because of Fluffy. Because it's gonna take a Flare Blitz. How does Sandy Shocks do? Eh. I could potentially try Sandy Shocks out. I think Sandy Shocks is. Um, I think Sandy Shocks is fine. What's this thing's Terra type again? Hang on a sec. This is Terra Water. If it Morning Suns and then gets to full health, Earth Power is still like a pretty solid chance to KO because we're modest. But we would be telegraphing that we're modest. Like she might literally just go for Morning Sun here to get up to full. Which I think might be the best case scenario, and then we could just try to KO it with Earth Power. We'll see what she goes for. She's thinking, so she might actually go for it. What to do? What to do? Okay, we switch. And then she Morning Suns. Okay. So this is an 81% chance to KO. I think we just go for it. We're definitely faster than it, but like even if we're not Scarf, we should also still be faster than it. Yeah, pretty comfortably. Earth Power is like pretty safe here, I think. She doesn't have any immunities, so she can't really switch anything in on it. So this is going to be pretty devastating. Nothing is holding Air Balloon. At least the Jolteon might be. The Iron Treads definitely isn't. So that's going to take a lot. Honestly, anything that comes in is going to take a lot. If Haxorus comes in, I might just like Earth Power again to surprise KO. Just because like removing Haxorus is so huge for me. Um, if actually no, if Haxorus comes in, Earth Power is just a straight up KO. Never mind. So I think we're actually in a pretty good position here. As she goes Jolteon, and it's not Air Balloon, and she just sacks it because it's also not UV Boots. Okay, that's really good. So at this point, Jolteon has kind of done its job. I think we could still like keep it alive. Like it's still like kind of needed for like Arcanine at least, but like its main job was taking care of the Jolteon, which it did. It could also like help against Iron Treads also, or the Arcanine, but yeah, at this point, I'm kind of liking where we are now. And if she wants to send in something, I honestly might just Earth Power again on whatever comes in and just reveal Scarf, because like, let's look at Valiant. It's gonna do massive damage to Valiant. It's gonna KO Treads. It's gonna likely KO. Oh, it's gonna KO Arcanine because of Stealth Rock, and it's not Boots. I'm pretty sure we saw leftovers on it. Actually, let me double check that. Yeah, we saw leftovers on it. I think it'll KO Spidops. It'll 2 KO Spidops. It's gonna KO Haxorus. So yeah, at this point, like I think we literally just Earth Power whatever comes in next. This is actually kind of a bad position for her, I think. She's in a tough spot for sure. The person who I was testing with that recommended that I put Choice Specs and Choice Scarf on Sandy Shocks instead of leftovers. I think that was a good decision. I think that was a good decision. She's definitely not sure what to do here. This is a tough spot. She still doesn't know that I'm scarfed. Um, the fact that Valiant hasn't come in yet means that it probably doesn't have a KO on me, or she does, or it's like booster energy and she doesn't want to use it up. As the Spite Ops comes in, how much am I gonna take from first impression? About a quarter. I think I'm fine with that. I think it's worth it. I don't see a reason not to Earth Power. Let me look at its move set one more time, just to make sure. Because it's like there's no way it's faster than me. Even if I wasn't Scarf, it's definitely faster than me. I think the only thing it can do is first impression for Chip. Earth Power doesn't make contact, so Silk Trap won't make my speed go down if I hit that. I can't Sticky Web because it's slow and it's gonna die. It's gonna get KO'd. I think there's literally nothing stopping me from just KOing it with Earth Power. Like the only thing it can do is um Sucker Punch or First Impression, which is fine. If First Impressions, we take 34. Ooh, it's probably Banded or at least has high attack. I think that's fine because she still doesn't know that we're Scarfed, so we're still gonna outspeed and get massive damage. At this point, we're literally just gonna like Earth Power until we faint. I think there's literally no reason not to do that at this point. Really liking the spot we're in now. This is go so far at least. I don't want to call it too early, but so far this is going better than I thought it would. I think at this point she kind of has to go like maybe Valiant or something like that. Oh, well if it's speed boosting Valiant, then if it's speed boosting Valiant, then it is definitely faster than me. She said in the chat that it was a valuable first impression. Maybe okay. Best case scenario, she goes Iron Treads, not expecting us to be scarfed, and then we just earth power it. But maybe she is fearful of the scarf. Valiant would be annoying if it's okay. Hang on. If Valiant is not speed boosting, then we're faster than it because that's what we're like. Yeah, if Valiant is not speed boosting, then we're faster than it. If it is speed boosting, then it's going to be faster than us and it's going to one shot us. But I think that's fine because I think it's worth it either way because it gives us information on its set. So we can send in choose between Houndstone and Florges accordingly. So I think literally no matter what, I think we Earth Power again. And then everything else is either going to faint or has a really high chance of fainting. Because Iron Treads is going to faint unless it's Shikaberry. Um, which is fine. Haxorus is going to faint, which is excellent. Well, actually, how much is Haxorus first impression going to do? Haxorus first impression, we live it, which is great. Actually, we barely live it. Even if it's adamant, because it's life orb, we know it's life orb. So we're gonna live a first impression from it, no matter what. Um, it does 186 damage at the. Oh, okay, never mind the slide. Okay, it has to max roll pretty much. It does 186 damage max, and we're at 185 HP. So I think we're still gonna go for the Earth Power on that anyway. It's like completely worth it. And then the only other thing is Iron Valiant. I think she kind of has to go Valiant unless she wants to risk her Haxorus, but I don't think she does because of how valuable it is. I think her only choice is to go Valiant, and then I have to hope that it's not speed boosting. I don't know if she's fearful of the Scarf or not, because if she has a speed boosting Valiant, then she doesn't care if I'm Scarfed. Because, like, okay, I don't know if it has, like, Liquidation or anything like that, but, like, or regardless, it's going to one-shot me, right, at this point. So the fact that she hasn't gone into it yet means it. I don't want to read too much, but my current inclination is that it's not speed boosting. Okay, she goes Valiant. It is speed boosting. Okay. Um. So okay, I already decided I'm gonna Earth Power this anyway. I'm just gonna let this go down, and then I get information. If it tries to set up, then that's its folly. I'm just gonna attack and then see what kind of moveset it has, and then judge based off of that. If it uses a physical move, I'll go Houndstone probably, and if it uses a special move, I'll go Florges probably. Sandy Shocks has absolutely done its job this match. The only other thing is I think we just need to handle the Arcanine. We just need to handle the Arcanine, and then it's Chin Pao time. Let me see how much Terra Crunch does to Arcanine. It does 63 to 74 before Intimidate, I think. Because we are kind of limited in, like, when we're shocksless, we're kind of limited in how we can. Maybe it's best to go into Eel or something just to preserve the shocks. Maybe I'm being crazy. I don't want to throw. I don't want to throw. I also don't want to overthink. Eel's usefulness is decreasing. Whereas Sandy Shocks could still at least outspeed and KO Arcanine. Eel can, like, tank a hit from Treads and then flamethrower it or something. think I might have to go into eel just to preserve. I think I might need to take it still as a calm minds. Okay. I think we just volt switch into Florges at this point. We get a slow volt switch off into Florges. Getting an Earth Power off would have been kind of huge, but I did not think that it would be psychotic enough to calm mind. Well, not psychotic, but like, I don't know. I just thought that it would try to go for the KO because of like how much it's done and how much it still can do. But I guess she still doesn't know if I'm scarfed. So she thinks that Shreds and Hackers can just beat it. Yeah, maybe it was the good play to keep it alive for another day. I don't know. Um, a Moonblast is gonna do like over half to us, and then a Volt Switch in return is gonna do like a third maybe, and then depending on how much damage we do, we might actually just be able to just go hard into Chin Pao, but then we'll reveal Scarf. How much is Floor just gonna take? If it has Psyshock, we're gonna take a lot of damage. Mm. Okay. Okay. I think it might be optimal to go into Florges. Because we don't reveal Scarf and Chin Pao just yet, and then we. Well, I don't know if that even matters because the only thing it would be able to outspeed anyway. Well, okay, maybe it helps with Haxorus Dragon Dances twice, but like, so with Florges at least we easily. But then it could Terra. Okay, Moonblast does 39. I actually do want to get a gauge on that. Oh wait, Moonblast is 39. Oh wait, hang on. I'm trying to understand this. Hang on a second. Oh, okay, okay. No, this calc was being weird. This calc was being weird. I was trying out a new calculator, and I think it boosted all of its like it boosted its special attack and its speed at the same time. Okay, that lines up then, and then if I go into Florges, uh, because it's not okay. Yeah. Okay, okay. This makes sense. Okay, and then it'll do half, and then I have to check if it terras. If it terras, then Moonblast does not KO, but it comes kind of close. Versus if I go into Chin Pao and then it terras. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong. No, it needs to be Terra Steel. I'm sorry. Hang on. Yeah, okay. And then if I go Chin Pao and then Crunch. Versus if I take off Terra. Okay, this is still kind of tough because no matter what, it can just Terra. Let me check Florges again. And then if it terras, it's not even a 2 KO. That is tough, actually. So part of me wants to go Chin Pao and then read the Terra and then Crunch. I could Terra myself and then Crunch. Is that gonna help? Okay, hang on. I'm sorry I'm taking so long. I just really don't want to mess this up. Okay. Hmm. Because I don't want to throw away my Chin Pao. It's actually really tough. Part of me wants to try Florges and then just like either hope for no Terra or just try to power through it with like 3 Moonblasts. If it does, okay. So okay, I don't know. Just in case I haven't been wording this clearly enough, but like the problem is I can go into Chin Pao, which is Scarfed and definitely outspeeds. But the problem is I can either KO it with Ice Spinner, or I can either KO with Ice Spinner, or if it Terras, it'll live, and then I have to KO with either Crunch or Brick Break. Um, with neither of which will KO if it doesn't Terra. And it's kind of the same issue with Florges. Um, but I think it might just be best to go into that anyway. This is off the table because it's slower, and then this is off the table because it's just gonna get fainted. Actually, is it? It should. Hmm. No, Shadow Ball is a roll to kill if it has that. But I was thinking maybe I could just go into this and roar. That might be a viable strategy. Because, like, there's no Dondozo. There's kind of nothing else for this to handle except for Treads. And I think I have enough tools for Treads. It might just be worth it. But it also might be nice to keep it healthy just because then it can, like. I have no idea if this is a throw or not. But part of me is thinking the safest play is to just go into Houndstone and then roar. I live. I have. It's a roll for me to. It's an 18% chance for me to get KO'd from Shadow Ball. I'm gonna do it. I gotta stop wasting time. I'm gonna go for it. It hasn't clicked Shadow Ball yet, so maybe it doesn't have it. Or maybe she's just like making sure that I'm not being dumb, even though I probably am being dumb. I really hope I didn't just waste my Houndstone. That would be so awful. But it's too late now. I have to commit to this, I think. Could I Terra Fairy, perhaps? I don't know if that's nice or not. That kind of doesn't help me with anything else, really. I think I have to just roar. I don't. I'm too scared to Terra Fairy. This might be a choke, though. I think if this does just straight up drop to Shadow Ball, I feel like I still have the pieces to win. Like, I don't see Houndstone doing a whole lot besides, like, being a dedicated sack if Haxorus comes in. Um, but at this point, I might have other sack options in, like, I might be able to just sack Ayla instead. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I think Roar is fine, though, without Terra. And she does Terra Steel, and I live the Moonblast, and then I roar it out. Okay, we also got the Terra proc, which means I don't have to worry about that anymore. I think that went exactly as I wanted it to. Okay, and then I think I can just let this go down at this point. Arcanine, it's like a roll to KO me with Flare Blitz if it's not invested. I think I'm just gonna uh body press anyway. I don't think she's gonna switch. I think I made the right call. I think I made the right call. I just hope it pays off. I think it worked out because now the Valiant has committed to terastallizing, and now at any point I could just go Chin Pao and then like outspeed and KO it with Crunch, and I still have my Terra. Okay, it KOs with Snarl. That's fine. Actually, is that Snarl? Did 31? Oh, this might just be special. I think this is just special. Or actually, let me give it like calm nature. No, it definitely has investment. 100%. You have a good amount of investment actually. I'll just give you max special attack for now. Yeah, okay. That seems reasonable. Either way, I think I just go Sandy Shocks. It's a guaranteed one hit KO. Like Shocks just comes back in, and then I think it just claims one again. Because now it actually KOs everything. This might actually be a Sandy Shock sweep. Oh my goodness. This was the last second edition, and this might actually be a sweep. I actually really hope this works out now. Well, actually, no, no, no. I faint to first impression, I think. Okay, but that's gone. Nice. Okay, I think it might have just been max HP, max special attack. I think first impression. If Haxorus has first impression, it should KO. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do if Haxorus comes in. I might just sack this, or I might sack Eel. I think sacking Eel is better because at this point, Sandy Shocks literally sweeps. Um, Let me just see. Iron Treads. might be scarfed. It hasn't revealed boots yet or any other item. It technically might be scarfed. Axis comes in. I think the play is a sack eel. I think it's gonna first impression, and I think I got a sack eel. Let me just check Jinpao into this. If the Iron Treads is scarfed, then it becomes tricky again. But I can Terra Grass my Florges to make it easier. Then I think I can beat it if it's lacking Ice Spinner. So I think this is a safe move. First impression. Okay, cool. We survive it anyway. That's nice. I mean, we just Volt, right? 8 Earthquakes. Okay. Okay. So now do I go into Sandy Shocks? Or do I go into Shin Pao? That's the question now. Because if I go into Sandy Shocks and then this switches out and then it sacks. I think I need Sandy Shocks to be healthy for the Iron Treads. Okay. Um, it could also be Shookaberry. It could also be Shookaberry. But I think if it's done that, then I think it's in range. Okay. So let's say I go Sandy Shocks, then she goes Valiant, sacks that, then goes back into Haxorus. Then I go into maybe something like Florges to tank the first impression. And then I'm not Terra Grass yet. Oh, I can go into Florges to tank the first impression, and then I can Terra Grass to KO it. Okay, so I think so let me just make sure. So Sandy Shocks, and then it switches into something to sack something, and then Haxorus comes back in, and then I just go hard Florges. I think that Sandy Shocks is safe. I think this is safe. Because if she sacks something and then brings Haxorus back in, I can hard switch into Florges. This drops. I can hard switch into Flor. I still haven't revealed my scarf yet, by the way. If she goes back into this, I hard switch into Florges, and then I Terra Grass and do I even need it? I Terra Grass. First impression. I take Earthquake comfortably, and then Treads comes in, and then I just sack this, and then I think between these two I have enough pieces, even if it's like scarfed or, well, if it's scarfed then it's a problem, but I think regardless. Okay. I should have wished. I'm stupid. I hope it's still fine, but I really should have clicked wish there. How much are we doing to Treads? Eh. I'll wish anyway. I think. I haven't checked this thing for setup moves. Okay, is it just... Oh, it is boots. Okay. I think the play is to Sandy Shocks first. If she's scarfed, she I think she won if she's Scarf. Oh no, she's Boots. She's Boots. She's Boots. It's fine. It's fine. She's Boots. So I think yeah, we got it. I cannot believe I cannot believe I came back from that. But yeah, this should be game. This should be game. That win feels very good. Glad to be done with week three. There might be a double feature this week because we're gonna try to have the mid-season all-stars also be this week. If you guys don't know what that is, basically at the midpoint of the season, which is right now, like as soon as this match is done, um, like between weeks three and four, there's gonna be an off week where everything recovers from fatigue, and then the top six MVP race Pokemon per division are going to just be combined into a team that's going to be built like on voice call. So like all the players from one division are going to be together, making their team with the top six Pokemon, and then all everybody from the other division is going to be in the same thing. And then we all just like get in a voice call together, and then we just duke it out. Like both divisions have their own voice call, and then it's just like a best of three. It's really fun, and I'm really excited for it. So that's probably gonna happen this weekend. But yeah, great game to my opponent. Sorry for delaying it so much, but I'm glad we could finally get it done, and I'm glad to move on. Um, but yeah, GG. That's about it. Thanks for watching.